So you can see here uneven or unsymmetrical frame in geometry, and they are having W, some gravity load is there, whatever, it can be anywhere, and you are having a lateral loads in both the columns also. Here also you are applying the load, also you are applying the load. It's perfectly sway frame, right? Perfectly sway frame. So the thing is, how many unknowns are there now in this frame? How many unknowns? Theta B, theta C, and delta, right? We are having a 3 unknowns. So at joint, you can make it as sigma MB equal to 0, sigma MC is equal to 0. From that, you can solve only 2. So we are having one more unknown. To solve one more unknown, we need one more equation. That equation is your shear equation, right? The shear equation, how we are going to derive. That only we are going to do now. Okay. So to make that, before that, what are the equations we are having? MBA plus MBC equal to 0, then MCD plus MCB equal to 0. So this is at joint B, this is at joint C, right? So now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to disintegrate the members. Like first we will apply, unlock the members, right, as it is. We are going to lock all the joints, right? I just locked. Here I'm having A, B, having C and D, right? So here you are having the, this is, I can take it as a P value. This is P, lateral load P. This is small h, this height h1, and here UDL is there. W, okay, this is h2, right? Another beam is there. No need to worry about the beam. As of now, we are going to put one equation is called sigma h equal to 0, right? That sigma h equal to 0, that only we are going to find all horizontal forces. Okay. So generally we are having, now when you are seeing the frame, what are the horizontal forces we are having? This P and this W. But in the support also we will have some reactions, right? That reaction we have to find out what are the reactions. What are the reactions are there is, so we have to find out here and here. What is the value of the horizontal reactions due to these loadings? Okay, so that how will you find out? So to find out those values, we just, what we are doing now, because of this is a rigid joint, so moment will develop. Here also moment will develop. So that's why we are locked the sub joints now. So now initial case, we just assume before, if you are going to derive some equation and in generalized form, please make sure everything is in positive direction. So then only whatever things are coming, you can make it as a negative in problems and all. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to assume MAB is a clockwise direction moment, and then MBA is clockwise direction moment. Okay, it's going to develop due to something. We don't know what is the value on top. Here also, I'm going to assume MCD clockwise direction. This is also MDC clockwise direction. All the moments are clockwise direction, right? Now, what I'm going to find out is, just take this member alone, this member alone, this member alone. So, clockwise, MAB is there, clockwise, MBA is there, E is there. This is height h1. Sorry, this is a height small h. This is h1, height of the member, or even keep it as L1 or whatever. It is there, right? So now I have to find out what is the reactions developed in these joints. So the thing is, okay, you can assume like H here. This is H here. This is HB. For make another understanding, if it is clockwise direction, your force reaction will be in anti-clockwise. So this will be downward only, it will come. But anyway, you just assume positive first, then we can change it. Okay, I'm just putting the, everything is in positive direction. So I want to find out the HA. Okay, I want to find out the HA. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take moment about B. Moment about B. So I'm taking moment about B, clockwise, MAB will be there. Then plus HA clockwise, HA into small h1, then P, that is anti-clockwise, minus P into small h, then this is also clockwise, MBA also clockwise, right? Plus MBA, then finally equal to 0. Then finally will be equal to 0. Now I have to find out what is my HA. HA into H1 will be equal to minus MAB plus MBA plus P into H minus P into H will come as a P into H. So finally HA will be equal to minus MAB plus MBA plus P into H divided by H1. So if I want to make this positive sign here, so that if I am changing the direction as HAS like this, downward direction, so the minus will become as a plus, MAB will come plus MBA. This is the minus is for whole. So MAB plus MBA, this plus will be changes minus PH divided by H1. So this is your first equation. To find the HA, just I want to find the HA alone. What is the reaction developed due to this loadings? MAB plus MBA minus P into H divided by whole divided by H1. If the load is not there, if P is not there, this term will be 0. Only MAB plus MBA divided by H1. That is your horizontal force or horizontal reaction developed at the support A. Okay, horizontal.
So HA is in backward direction. No?
HA is in this direction, downward direction now. That's why I change the sign now. If you don't want to change the sign, here direction, if you're keeping this up or this direction, this will be minus.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so that's it. If you want to keep like this the direction, it should be this way. This is the answer. But what I have changed, I don't want to put minus for moments. It will be easy for me. MA plus MBA, because I can cancel PH. P is not there, so everything will be positive, right? That's why I changed the HAS direction is like this. If you are keeping HAS in downward direction, this is the answer. This is HA in this direction. For this one is HA is in this direction. Okay. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Next member is again this one, CD. W. So what we have done is clockwise direction we applied, clockwise movement, MDC, MCD, right? So just if same thing, directly I am assuming this direction. Okay, we'll start with the positive movement, positive side itself. Like this is HD, this is HC, right? This is H2, small H2. So what is your HD? So clockwise direction. You can take moment about C. So HD clockwise, HD into H2, then clockwise direction plus MDC plus MCD, then minus or plus? Minus or plus? This is W.
Plus, sir.
Plus clockwise. W H2 multiplication of H2 by 2. Right? So which is equal to 0. So everything is in the clockwise direction. Now I need to find out HD. HD into H2 will be equal to minus MDC plus MCD plus WH2 square by 2. Right? Sorry, not divided. Then I want to make this is a positive. So I have to change the direction is now here. This direction is like this. So whole thing will be MDC plus MCD plus WH2 square by 2 divided by H2. Divided by H2. Okay. So now I have the frame. Okay, I have the frame. Here W is there. Here P is there. This is H. Here W is there. This is H2. This is H1. So now I want to find the sigma h, summation of h equal to 0, I have to find for the whole frame. What I have to do? The whole frame, I just require what is my HA, what is my HD. So HA is the, so this direction, this is the direction I'm going to put, I have put now. So this is the direction I have put. So what is my HA? HA will be MEAB plus MBA minus P into H divided by H1. So here HD value MDC plus MCD plus WH2 square by 2 divided by H2. So this is the directions, right? This is the direction. Okay. So if I'm taking everything, this direction as a positive, this direction as a positive. So what will be your sigma h equal to 0? Sigma h equal to 0 will be P, right? P value will be there. Then this will be act on like this only, right? This W. So what is that? W into H2, cold value, minus W into H2, right? The whole UDL, if I'm going to convert as a point load, mean W into H2, but it is acting on this direction. That is why it's minus. Then this is also positive, positive of MAB plus MBA minus P into H by H1. Then this is also positive direction plus MDC plus MCD plus WH2 square by 2 by H2, which is equal to 0. So this is your shear equation. So if you know the MAB, MBA, MCD, MDC, all the values, you can substitute here the equation. Additionally, you are getting one more equation as a shear equation. You can find out the delta here. Okay, because this all the values are known values. Everything is known value. Maybe MAB, MBA, MDC, MCD will be in terms of delta and theta will be there. So that is the one more equation you will get, and easily you can solve. Right? Easily you can solve. Right? So for example, what will be your shear equation for this problem? What will be your shear equation now?
MAB plus MBA plus MCD plus MDC equal to 0.
Plus MAB plus MBA.
MBA by H1. By H1.
Yeah, by H1. This is H1. Good. Then
plus MCD plus MDC by H2.
MCD plus MDC by H2.
H2.
Then
equal to 0.
Equal to 0. That's all. The thing is, this is your HA, this is your HD. We don't have any other external loads, horizontal loads, so nothing is going to be there. This is your shear equation. This is your shear equation. Okay. So as of now, everything we assumed as a positive. That's why we put in your problem. It comes as a negative. You can directly put as a negative value. So no need to think about the sign conventions and all. So just think of remember one thing. Whenever you are going to derive generalized form, keep everything is in positive direction. That will be easy for you. So then only something is changing in the direction, you can put directly negative value there. Okay. So this is the one kind of equation. Then another one. Just try here also, this one also. Yeah. What about the shear equation for this problem? What about shear equation for this problem? This is a generalized one, right? Here, minus P into H will come, right? But P is here. What about your H? Small h. It is applying like that means if you are taking moment about B, can you have the P component? No, right? I am putting the P in the topmost joint, but you are taking moment about B only, right? The P is coming here. So will P common will come here in this equation to find HA. What is your H will be?
0.
0. So the P won't be there. Okay. So what will be equation then? Shear equation. MAB plus MBA by H1 plus MCD plus MDC by H2. Then what? This sigma H equal to 0, right?
Plus P
Plus
equal to 0.
that's all. Simple, right? To develop the equation. So okay, one more try. Yeah. What will be your equation? So MAB will come, MBA will come due to the loading. This is anti-clockwise, right? When you are taking moment about B. So minus W H1 square by 2 by whole H1. Then plus normal MCD plus MDC by H2. Then what? This will act as an horizontal positive direction only. Small w into H1 equal to 0. So this is when you are deriving yourself, you can automatically write the equation simply. So first you have to derive yourself. For the generalized one, you just derive yourself. Then everything you can do by your own. Any questions here? We are getting artificial equation of delta gamma. Any questions? Yes, sir? No. Okay. Can you just tell me now? What will be your shear equation? What will be your shear equation? So first term you can easily write no loading. So MAB plus MBA divided by H1. That component is over. Then this component, just assume you are locking the support. You are locking the support. So MCD plus MDC, right? Again, this is will be clockwise direction. So plus P into H divided by H2. Then this P is this direction. So minus x-axis direction. So minus P. Now thing is, this is pin direction, pin only, right? Pin support. So what about MDC then? Moment will be there here. Will you have moment there? I'm asking you people. Will you have moment there? If spin support means. Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So what is moment about D? The spin support, right?
P into H2 minus H, sir.
Sorry, ba?
P into H2 minus H, small h.
Which one?
Moment about D, sir.
Moment about D. Moment will be there when you are allowing the rotation.
No, sir.
Yeah, then MDC will be 0. It's a pin support, right? You are allowing the rotation, how the moment will develop there. It's a final moment, right? Even though if you are locking, you are getting the equation. Finally, what is the reality there? Even though you are applying the equation is slope to theta d, but sometimes the theta a is fixed support, we are keeping theta a as 0, right? Like that only, same. So the final equation will be MAB plus MBA by H1 MCD. The moment will be there, but pin support, that moment won't be there. PH by H2 minus P equal to 0. This is your shear equation for this. Okay, this is your shear equation. Any questions to derive the shear equation, or shall I tell one more time? Shall I tell one more time what I have done? The generalized one. This one. Do you want me to tell one more time or? Yes, sir. Shall I? Okay. The thing is, here we are having a sway frame, right? Unsymmetrical geometry, unsymmetrical loading, all are unsymmetrical. Okay. So surely sway will occur. That means the frame will laterally deflect. Okay. So the thing is, because of lateral deflect, we are having one more known as delta. Previously, we are having theta B and theta C because A and D is fixed, so we won't have any rotation. Because of the sway action, we will have one more unknown, sir, delta. But we are having two equations, generally sigma MB equal to 0, sigma MC equal to 0. Based on that, you can find the theta B and theta C. But delta, how will you find out? We need one more equation. So for that only, we are going to use additional equation called shear equation. Shear equation, that is nothing but sigma h equal to 0. Okay, sigma h equal to 0. So what is your first one? Whenever you are going to solve the slope deflection method, whatever the thing, we will lock all the supports, right? All the joints. So that's member, this member and this member I just lock. I have to find out what is the HA and HD. That's why we are doing this locking method. I have to find out HA and HD. Then only I can take sigma h equal to 0 for the whole frame. Then only I can find the develop the equation, shear equation. Sigma h equal to 0 means I need HA as well as HD and this lateral loads, right? That's why we are doing this kind of exercise now. So I'm taking this member AB. So I'm set, assume this is the rigid joint, surely n moment will be there, here also n moment is there, final moment. This is not loading due to the moment, this is the final moment. This may be due to the rotation, this may be due to the deflection, all the things are included in this MAB. This is not MFAB, this is MAB. Okay, this is final moment. So what I'm doing is, I'm just assuming everything is in clockwise direction because we are going to derive general concept. So this is MAB clockwise, this is MBA clockwise. Same thing here also, MCD clockwise, MDC is clockwise, right? So why are we doing that? I'm going to find out the reactions developed in A and D. So take this member AB. I'm going to find the reaction developed at the A. So first I assume everything is a positive direction. Simply, when we do know, so this is like that for one beam. I just started like that. So when I'm doing that, MAB is a clockwise direction, MAB plus. So HA into H1, this is a clockwise direction. So this time I assume HA as this direction. Okay. So HA into H1. Then this is anti-clockwise, minus P into small h plus MBA is clockwise, MBA equal to 0. So when I am doing that, HA I am getting as minus of MAB plus MBA. This is plus MAB plus BA plus B into by H1. But I don't want memorize the equations. I'm just changing as direction of HA as this direction. So I'm just changing the direction as like this. Just for that direction, HA will be equal to MAB plus MBA. This minus will be plus. This plus common will become minus. So MAB plus MBA minus P into H by H. This is for HA, right? So the MAB plus MBA due to this n moments, that P into H common will come because of the loadings, right? Next one. Another member CD. Again, I am just assuming the clockwise direction. I'm taking moment about the C. Starting, I am just assuming This is a positive direction. Then I am going to change the direction as HD. So here, because of this direction, HD will be the clockwise. HD into small h2 plus MDC. Then again, this load, this is your load. I'm just taking this clockwise plus W into H2, right? This whole thing into H2 by 2, like your UDL value only, and plus MCD. So what is my interest? To find the HD. So finally, HD is this one. Okay. So what we have done, we have found the HA, we have found the HD. These are the direction, and P also we found. Okay. So P is external load, and W also external load. So we have to make now sigma h equal to 0. I'm just taking this x-axis. This is the direction is positive. So right side movement is positive. So P positive. This is acting on this direction. So minus W into H2 whole load plus this is HDAs plus HD also plus, which is equal to 0. Okay, this is your generalized CA equation, whatever the loads are. So based on the changing of load, you can limit, make this is a 0, this is a 0, these are also 0, and you can develop the different type of shear equations like this. Any questions?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
sir, for this in this pin support D, won't there be any rotation? So there will
Yeah,
be third.
surely.
Sir, but there will be fourth unknown also, last one. Theta
That
B,
is
theta C, then
theta
theta
D
D
also
also.
will be there, theta B will be there, theta C will be there, and delta also will be there. Four
Yes, sir. So
unknown.
there will be four unknowns, sir, but we have only three equations. So what about
Yeah,
for
another one equation you can take it as MD C equal to 0.
okay, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
MDC you will develop one, then MDC equal to 0 will be your fourth equation.
Okay, sir.
That's all. Very simple. Any other questions, sir? So general equation, moment about B, joint B will be equal to 0. Then moment about joint C will be equal to 0. Then this shear equation 3, and one more equation, you can take it as MDC equal to 0. This moment is 0 only, because we will develop MDC is MFDC plus that is some equation. So that will become directly equal to 0. So we are getting 4 equations. Whenever hinge is there, we are getting one more equations. Right? Any other questions, sir? Ma'am, any questions? Shall we go to the problem? Shall we go to the problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Same kind of problem will start. I think all things are there. Plus EA is constant. Some values there. Keep it as it is. Right? Okay. What will be what is your first step? What is your first step?
Degree
Degree of
unknown number.
how many unknowns are there? Theta B, theta C, then
Delta.
delta. That's all. Just now we discussed previous one, max. Plus additionally you have theta D also. Right? Pins upon me, we are allowing the rotation, so that also unknown, right? So we are having theta B, theta C, delta, theta D. 4 unknowns are there. Keep it as is. If you are going to use force method, what is your static indeterminacy? What will be your static indeterminacy for this frame? This is kinematic indeterminacy, degree of freedom. What about static indeterminacy?
5, sir.
5. 3 plus 2, 5. Then minus number of equations, you know that, right? Then 2, right? This is degree of static. 3 unknowns. Here 2, 3 plus 2, 5 minus 3 equations already available. That is will be equal to 2. Okay. This is external static indeterminacy. What is meant by external? Only we are checking about the supports only. Another one thing is there. Whole indeterminacy for the frame. That how will you calculate? How will you calculate is for each member, if you are taking, how many unknown forces will be there? One member itself. How many unknowns will be there? One horizontal, one vertical kind of thing, and one moment. So 3 unknowns will be there in each member. Then plus reactions. Reactions are also unknowns. Then you have in each joint, I can have 3 equations. Equilibrium equation. Each joint, I can have 3 equilibrium equations called sigma m equal to 0, sigma h equal to sigma b equal to 0. So this is your degree of indeterminacy for whole frame. So if you are taking like that, 3, how many members are there? 1, 2, 3. Plus how many reactions are there? 3 plus 2, 5. Minus how many joints are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9 plus 5, 14 minus 12 is equal to 2. So we don't have any internal indeterminacy. So only external indeterminacy only there for this particular frame. So the whole indeterminacy value is 2. Have you understand this equation? What I'm saying is each member you will have 3 unknowns. So these 2 part are unknowns. This is known equations. So these 2 parts are unknowns. Unknowns are what are the unknowns? Member 3 unknowns will be there plus reactions also unknowns, right? So 3 here 2, that is 5. Each member means how many members are A, B, B, C, C, D. So 3 into 3. These are unknowns minus each joint I have 3 equations. I can put sigma m equal to 0, sigma h equal to 0 at the joint itself, and sigma equal to 0 at the joint itself. Like what you have done in truss. You might have done the truss problem, right? Method of joints. Guys? Yes or no? Method of
Yes,
joints.
sir. Yes,
Each
sir. We have done.
efficiency are having. Sigma h equal to 0 also you will put, sigma v equal to 0 also you will put, but in generally whole truss you will take some sigma moment also. Yes sir, like that. That's why you are having in each joint you are having 3 equations. So this is your known equations. From that you can find out only 2 unknowns are there. Okay. So if I want to find out the degree of indeterminacy in terms of internal will be equal to degree of indeterminacy whole minus degree of indeterminacy external. The whole is 2 minus external is 2 equal to 0. Now I will tell you where the internal thing will come. This problem we will solve tomorrow. First I will finish the static indeterminacy also, that I wanted to tell you before I forgot it. Right. Now tell me, what is your degree of static indeterminacy? What is degree of static indeterminacy? What is degree of static indeterminacy? For whole frame, what is your equation? 3m plus r minus 3j. So how many members are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many reactions? 3, 3, 6. Minus 3 into how many joints? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what will be your degree of indeterminacy as a whole? This is static 18 plus 6 minus 18. So this will be equal to 6. What about external indeterminacy? external static. That means only you have to take reaction supports alone. 3 plus 3, 6 minus how many unknown equations you know? 3. So external static intensity is 3. Only if you are considering about the supports alone, reactions alone. So that will be 3. So what about your degree of intensity internal? Internal will be degree of intensity whole as a frame minus degree of intensity external. So 6 minus 3 equal to. Okay. So for number of frames, many multi-story buildings frames, you can use this equation to find the static indeterminacy. So the concept behind the equation is each member you will have 3 unknowns. That's why 3 into m plus reactions, support reactions also unknowns, or minus each joint you will have 3 equations. That's why 3 times of joints. That is the basic behind the equation. So when you are solving, you will be getting the indeterminacy. Right? So you just put in the mind, who people are preparing for GATE exam, engineering exam, these questions they will ask continuously. What is internal degree of indeterminacy? What is external? We will solve some other problems also in future to calculate the indeterminacy with different kind of things. Okay. So any questions? Any questions? Shall we solve this problem today or tomorrow? Yes, sir. Question is there?
No, sir.
Okay. Shall we solve the problem today or tomorrow? Actually, 10 more minutes is there. What shall we do? Guys, do you want to solve yourself? Can you try?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you just try.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, we will solve tomorrow, or if I'm not coming tomorrow, means we will solve on next class. I will let you know tomorrow's class availability, my availability, or else my PG students will. Okay. Okay, Bob. Any questions today? Any questions? So 59. I'm expecting 650 at least one day, right? I don't know when will I get it. What about other classes? Rishabh, Adivya, you people are there first? Both of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any other class people are there? People are?
Same, sir.